ELI 5. Why is animation so time-consuming? I was watching a video on Studio Ghibli, and they showed this 4-second crowd scene and claimed it took Studio Ghibli animator Eiji Yamamoto 1 year and 3 months to complete. I understand art takes time, but it felt insane to think over a year for 4 seconds. Professional animator here. There are a lot of factors, but the two biggest ones are very simple. An animation is just a lot of pictures, and you have to draw almost all of them. An animation is made up of several pictures, shown back to back very quickly, and you have to draw every single one of those pictures. A lot of movies and shows are animated at 24 FPS, or 24 pictures per second. That means a 4-second shot is 96 pictures. A 90-minute movie is 130,000 pictures. Thankfully, in many situations, especially for cartoony styles and anime, you can save time and make a better-looking animation by not actually animating everything on every single frame. For instance, if a character is standing perfectly still, you can just copy frames until they start moving again, or you can only animate the parts of their body that are moving, like their mouth if they're talking. You can reuse a run cycle if you make a couple different variations to shuffle between so it looks natural. Even in action sequences, it's pretty rare to animate on every single frame. You typically skip frames and hold other frames to create a better sense of weight and impact. Even with all those techniques, however, you're still looking at easily 10 to 15 pictures per second of animation, and someone has to draw, line, color, and light every single one of them. Furthermore, a lot of those techniques don't work as well in scenes that have a lot of smooth, constant, non-repeating motion. Like any scene where the camera movement is changing the perspective of the scene each frame, or where a lot of objects are moving in a smooth, slow path, instead of a sharp, choppy one, which is easier to animate because you can hold frames. Hypothetically, a 4-second scene rendered on ones, i.e. not skipping any frames, in a 24 frames per second movie is 96 pictures. Just drawing a simple scene 96 times would be a lot of work. Drawing the same crowded scene over and over 96 times would be a huge endeavor. But to make things more complicated, drawing a single frame of an animation is harder than just drawing a normal picture, because you have to make sure that every moving element in the picture moves correctly, lines up with the previous and next pictures, maintains a consistent line weight, etc., etc. Animations require a lot of planning, sketching, and very careful drawing and editing to produce a consistent, coherent animation. It involves a lot of extra care and work that you don't normally have to deal with when you're just drawing a single image.